thing odd is event to the piece of music production in the era of flowing. Year-old business strategies are creature inverted as recording companies big and little struggle to regulate to the new technology fact. Currently, natural albums how might previous include displaced hundreds of thousands of units are not, though creature liberated since not one thinks they will sell. It wasn't for absence of content. Fonzie may be a guest to UK piece of music fans, but in Roman piece of music circles, his career stretches behind 20 year, so it would include Bin Kids Act to cobblestone along a big traffic CD and race it to the shops. In reality, house which happened in France, wherever the Scrapbook Despacito and My Big Traffic done the top 3 and has consumable more than rather than 30 weeks on the charts. So why are albums how would one day include been deliberate certainly fire turnover winners no much longer creature marketed. In the UK, 2017 was the year in that flowing rose to expense for more than rather than part of piece of music intake, 50.4%, to be accurate, up a fair 36.4% the year up. Natural albums on CD and vinyl record now do up fair above a third of the marketplace, in the otherwise upcoming of digital downloads. In France, flowing's stake of the marketplace has not yet achieved how sorcery tip spot, account for 46%, time natural turnover yet do up 45% of the marketplace. For the period creature, how makes it more than worth to put out natural CDs in France how wouldn't do it to the produce plan in the UK. But more, the decrease of natural food tool the end of compilations how interval and painters carrier and series pick the top tunes, the big traffic albums how utilized to be a safe cash money cow for recording companies. In the digital epoch, one day a directory enters a flowing facility or an MP3 keep, down there's no requirement for a reprint or, thus, down there's no cause for a sticker to pit the vaults, on to donor Stephen Thomas Erlewine. Users can collect their own personalized big traffic playlists or fair scanning via an instrument's largest available songs. So does the indicate how the piece of music reprint marketplace is corpse? So, not precisely. In the history, scrapbook collections were designed at a general auditorium how had a accidental concern in the piece of music and was not produced to sneak via each scrapbook by a artist or gang. Now they are intended for a expert auditorium how wants to dig more profound. How tool much disc box sets how are not so lot drawn up as curate, frequently in a significant volume assigned how contains file photos and a mini history class of the painter's carrier. The key is background, thing how a flowing facility can never ensure. Occasionally these are collections by a solitary painter. But the sticker as well specializes in themed releases how sum up the story of a style or though a location, as in its 2 box sets cover the growth of the Manchester and Liverpool piece of music scenes in the deceased 1970s and previous 1980s. Its president, Ian McNay, explains how as the marketplace has modified, its releases include be more than intricate. We begun making a lot of directory releases on 25 year back, he says. We would do a CD in 2 or 3 benefit tracks, a leaflet in detailed information of the gang, and how type of treated. Now you include to do things specific. In a box kit, it tells a history. It has to see nice, it can't fair see love a simple old CD. The piece of music is specific, but the packing has to be specific too much. Maybe the final, big traffic scrapbook amongst Cerise Scarlett's latter releases comes of a gang who include seldom uneasy the top 40 charts. He's a large 7 CD box set showing the one side and C side of each solitary liberated by the drop of 1978 to 2016. Setting the gallery along implicated round up tracks liberated by 8 some recording companies, consisting one of the majors, Versatile. Same 3 majors dwell in a various planet of us, says Mr. McNay. They include a various industry pattern, they include high overheads. They're really lot geared to conclusion the new Ed Sheeran. Their breakdown even on a produce is far high rather than its. We can break down though on 2,000 copies, they can't do how. As a outcome, he says, the main tag are lucky to license content of their vaults how they could not reprint profitably themselves. We include a nice relation in them and they cherish how, he says. It type of plant for both of sides, very. He's all on thing how plant for the customer. In spite the growth of flowing, Mr. McNay doesn't believe how CD and vinyl record formats are faded. Same natural when tea dead, he says. He's not received supporting of the majors, since they're very inflowing, but human beings are yet departure to buy natural albums. We've fair got to do certainly how we offer them thing as inclusive and nice and informational as we can.